Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 90 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson, and I am the founder of Soaring Solo Studios. For those of you who don't know, Soaring Solo is a company that is dedicated to the direction and development of one person plays. So, welcome to this experience. I'm hosting this free event every Wednesday during Stay at Home. Just as an opportunity for us to connect with one another in community and stay creative and do some self care. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I can't believe it's day 90. That's insane, but awesome. Please make sure, since we are going to be meditating, that you have a quiet and comfortable seated position. Please also make sure that you have something to write with and write on. As soon as we're done meditating, we are going to write together. Okay, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get comfortable and close our eyes and just start to focus on your breath. And audibly exhaling out if you need to, just releasing any tension and any stress. And with every in breath, just imagine that you are breathing in warm and nourishing light that is filling every inch of your body. So just really envision that on every in breath. And just allow your mind to clear out, to become a blank canvas, letting go of your to-do list or personal dramas, and just really being here in this present moment. And notice any thoughts that might be coming into your mind, and notice them, but try not to attach to them. Just let them pass through, drift away. Do a body scan from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Just slowly checking in with every inch of your body, noticing where you might be carrying some tension or discomfort or pain. And breathe into those places, imagining that that warm light is nourishing those places and relaxing you, and just allowing you to just be comfortable and present in this moment. And on every in breath, start to imagine that you are breathing in things that serve you in this moment, things that you need to call into your experience, whatever those things might be: abundance, confidence, encouragement, support, love, creativity, motivation, forgiveness, kindness, resilience. Whatever you need more of, just imagine on your in breath that you are calling those things into your experience, bringing them closer to you. And with every out breath, letting go of things that do not serve you, pushing those far away from you and out of your experience. Whatever those things might be: resentment, bitterness, fear, jealousy, hatred, bigotry, scarcity. Just imagine releasing those things and pushing them far away from you on your out breath. Just continuing this cycle of breathing in the things that serve you and exhaling the things that do not. Mm-hmm. And imagine now that your breath is starting to transform. And on your out breath, you are able to give back to the world whatever it is that you have to offer. Just imagining that on your out breath, you are giving back to the world your creativity, your encouragement, your ideas, your support, your love, your passion, your curiosity, whatever it is you have to give, your humor, your artistry. So you're continuing to breathe in things that serve you, and on your out breath, you are giving back. So just be in this cycle of breath for a moment. And in the next few moments, I'm going to guide you through a visualization, keeping your eyes closed and your breath deep, your body relaxed. Just go on this journey with me and try not to censor yourself or control it or make sense of it, knowing you never have to share anything that came up for you unless you choose to. So please just be very free in this journey. I want you to call to mind a time of weakness when you personally felt weak. That could be physically weak or emotionally weak or perhaps both. But recall a time when you felt weak. And as you recall this moment of weakness in your life, try to recall as many of the details as you can. Approximately what year was it or season of the year? How old were you? Where were you? Who else was involved? Just try to recall as many of the specifics as you can. And just really call to mind the specifics of this weakness. How did you feel weak? What made you feel weak? How did this weakness manifest in your life? And did you have anyone to support you during this time, or did you feel very alone? Was there someone who was causing you to feel weak or helping you get out of this weakness or supporting you during your weakness? And how did you start to come out of this weakness and find your strength again? Or if you're in that moment right now, where might your strength be found? How can you uncover it again? How did you or do you find your strength again? And what does it look like for you to stand in your strength, to be your strong self, your capable self? What does that look like? And if you haven't gotten there yet, then just be in the fantasy of what that would look like and see yourself in that way. What does a strong version of you look like? Just be in this reflection for another couple of moments, seeing what else your imagination or intuition wants to show you. And taking another deep breath in. And on our exhale, slowly coming back to this present moment, opening your eyes. And go ahead and reach for whatever it is you have to write with or write on. And I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes. And I just want you to write in as uncensored of a way as you can about whatever came up for you, knowing that you never have to share what you've written unless you choose to. So please be very uncensored. You could write from first person, just talking about your reflections on the past. You could personify strength or weakness as characters, perhaps both, and give them a voice. You might do a multiple person scene, and in solo theater, you would be playing these characters, or a piece of poetry or song lyrics. Whatever feels right to you, just give yourself the grace of a first draft and be very uncensored. I'll let you know when your 8 minutes are up. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. About 1 minute left. Okay, and that's our time. So go ahead and wrap up your writing. And if you wrote in a journal or something like that, or scrap paper, then I definitely encourage you to transcribe what you've written into a document on your computer. That's such an important step in creating our solo shows, if that is in fact a goal, or it might be a goal of yours. Save your writing so it's somewhere that you can access later and start to accumulate. And if you feel so inclined, perhaps share what you've written today with someone who is safe and supportive and can hold space for your creativity. And if you want feedback, I think when something is in its infancy stages, a good sort of feedback to receive are just praises and questions. So asking that other person to reflect back to you whatever resonated for them, what they really enjoyed and wanted more of, and also what they were confused about and needed more clarity on. That's a really good place to start with feedback when we are just starting to create our pieces. Next, if you look over in your chat, you're going to see many announcements. We've got a lot happening. First of all, I just want to thank everyone who tuned in last night to the Soaring Solo Salon, which was live streaming from the White Fire Theater. That was our third salon. All three of them have been really successful and such a great way for solo artists to showcase new work and get feedback in it about their new work in the Q&A afterwards. So last night featured 6 members of the Soaring Solo community, and I'm just so proud of each and every one of them. So thank you to all of you for tuning in. The next one is going to be live streaming from the White Fire on November 19th at 7 p.m. I believe that's a Thursday. So I'll be having more details about that on my website soon and emailing about that and all of those things. But go ahead and mark your calendars. Also, I just have 3 spots left for the Creating Captivating Characters Intensive, which is happening in November. October and September were both sold out, wonderful experiences. And this is being led by Heather Dowling, who is an award-winning, nationally toured, rave-reviewed soaring solo instructor. She has 2 solo shows of her own and is a very gifted and skilled character actor. So she's going to be breaking down a lot of the tools and techniques for creating characters for your solo show. And even if you haven't written anything yet, it's a great place to start, because I know with my very first solo show, that completely came out of the characters. I knew who the characters were before I knew what the story was. So, so it can be a really great way to discover what your solo show is. And if you've already written your solo show and you just want to kind of fine tune and polish your characters, this will be a great way to do that as well, because characters in solo theater are a whole different beast than ensemble theater or really any other type of performance. So that's happening on Wednesday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. in November on Zoom. It's $149 for all 4 weeks, so it's a really, really great steal. And actually, I'll let Heather's on this call, I believe, so let me unmute her so she can tell you a little bit about it. There she is. Let me unmute you, Heather. Anything you want to share about the intensive experience?
Just that I've been thrilled with what we've been able to accomplish over the course of 4 weeks with the curriculum we mapped out. It's been so exciting and moving and inspiring to see how far people have been able to take the idea of the characters who might tell their story and find new places to take that. And I think especially now in the new world we're in, believe it or not, doing it on Zoom is such a great format to start discover how to use cameras and visual technology to bring a solo character to life with the changes morphing between one thing to the next. So it's been, Thane isn't here, he's been there with me, but it's been amazing to watch how real and vivid these characters have been, even in this format. So yeah, I am just out of my mind having so much fun with it. And I'd love to have you there and help you explore how your characters might tell you what your story is.
Awesome. Well said. Thank you, Heather.
Mhm.
Okay, great. And let's see. There's also just a lot of shows coming up in October and November. There's some free stuff happening over at the Santa Monica Playhouse. I know Carla Delaney is going to be doing a reading of her new show, Worth It. Yannicka is doing her show, I'm Perfect, both free at the Santa Monica Playhouse live streaming. So if you go to my website, go to soaringSoloStudios.com, look under upcoming solo shows under the events tab, and all that information. Plus Black Voices Festival is still happening at the White Fire, and there's a few members of the Soaring Solo community involved in that. So tune in and just go to my website for details on that. And of course, if you're interested in coaching with me privately or doing small group or power pairs, or just want more information about anything, just email me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. Okay. Oh, and my free class in November and December is listed on my website. It does require an RSVP, so just go under free stuff on my website. And I think that's everything, but it's all in the chat. So feel free to reach out for anything else you want to know about. Thank you all so much. I'm going to leave the chat up for a few moments in case you want to say hi to one another or jot down any of the announcements. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Bye, everyone.